In recent discussions surrounding organ transplantation in the United States, a troubling trend has emerged, raising ethical questions and concerns regarding the fairness of the allocation system. With over 100,000 individuals waiting for life-saving transplants, the process that was designed to prioritize the sickest patients is increasingly being undermined. In the last year alone, nearly 20% of organ allocations have bypassed those at the top of waiting lists, a stark increase compared to previous years. This has resulted in a growing disparity, with organs often going to less critical patients, disproportionately affecting marginalized communities. For decades, the U.S. has adhered to a strict framework established by medical professionals and ethicists to guide organ distribution. The intent was clear: ensure that the most urgent cases received priority. However, as Brian M. Rosenthal reveals in a recent report for the New York Times, this system is faltering. The increase in line-skipping cases, where organs are allocated to patients not at the top of the waiting list, has led to significant disparities, with data showing that recipients are often whiter and more educated than those bypassed. This shift can be traced back to regulatory pressures placed on organ procurement organizations. In an effort to reduce the number of discarded organs, currently a significant issue, these organizations have begun to make exceptions to the rules, often choosing hospitals with which they have established relationships rather than adhering strictly to the waiting list. Dr. Sumit Mohan, a kidney specialist at Columbia University, voiced his alarm, stating they are making a mockery of the allocation system. "It's shocking. And it's going to destroy trust in the system. The implications are dire." Rosenthal's analysis of over 500,000 organ transplants since 2004 indicates that bypassing the queue has not reduced the rate of organ waste, nor has it improved patient outcomes. In fact, the number of individuals who have died after being skipped on the waiting list has risen sharply, with over 1,200 fatalities in the past 5 years attributed to this practice. Many patients living in uncertainty are unaware that they have been overlooked until it is too late. The challenges of organ transplantation are compounded by the time-sensitive nature of the process. Organs must be transplanted soon after retrieval, which can create pressure to make swift decisions that do not always align with the established ethical guidelines. While the intention of saving lives is paramount, the methods employed to achieve this goal have raised fundamental questions about equity and justice in healthcare. As the healthcare community grapples with these issues, the future of organ transplantation remains uncertain. The current trajectory suggests a need for systemic reform to restore faith in the allocation process. The hope is that a renewed commitment to fairness and transparency can lead to a more equitable system for all patients in need of transplants. The ongoing dialogue surrounding these challenges will likely shape policies and practices in the organ procurement and transplantation landscape for years to come. In a bold move that has sent ripples through the media landscape, Jeff Bezos, the owner of The Washington Post, has mandated a significant shift in the newspaper's opinion section. Effective immediately, the paper will prioritize commentary that champions personal liberties and free markets, while views opposing these positions will be sidelined. This decision has drawn sharp criticism from former staff members and raised questions about the future of editorial independence at one of America's most respected newspapers. Bezos' announcement, made via a memo to staff and subsequently posted on social media platform X, marks a departure from the newspaper's tradition of embracing a diverse range of opinions. He asserted, "We are going to be writing every day in support and defense of two pillars, personal liberties and free markets," adding that dissenting viewpoints could be aired elsewhere. This shift is not merely a change in editorial direction, it represents a fundamental redefinition of the Post's role in public discourse. The implications of this directive are profound. David Shipley, the newspaper's opinion editor, resigned in response to the changes, highlighting the internal turmoil caused by Bezos' intervention. Shipley's departure signals a broader discontent among the editorial staff, many of whom have voiced their concerns on social media platforms. The decision has been met with a mixed response, drawing praise from allies of former President Donald Trump, including billionaire Elon Musk, while alienating subscribers and journalists who feared that the integrity of the publication is at stake. Former Washington Post executive editor Marty Baron, who led the paper from 2013 to 2021, expressed his dismay in a statement to the Daily Beast. He described himself as sad and disgusted by Bezos' new directive, questioning how a commitment to personal liberties could coexist with a narrowing of the opinion landscape. Barron has long been an advocate for an independent press and argued that the paper's mission has been compromised by Bezos' business interests. He noted, "There is no doubt in my mind that he is doing this out of fear of the consequences for his other business interests," referring to Amazon and Blue Origin. This editorial pivot follows a controversial decision last year to halt presidential endorsements, including a planned endorsement of Kamala Harris. The fallout from that choice led to numerous resignations and a notable drop in subscriptions, indicating that the paper's audience is closely attuned to its editorial integrity. Will Lewis, the Post's chief executive, attempted to clarify the rationale behind the new direction by stating that it was not about aligning with any political party but rather about being crystal clear about what we stand for as a newspaper. As the media landscape grapples with the growing influence of technology mobiles over traditional journalism, Bezos' latest move raises critical questions about the future of editorial independence at the Washington Post. With the shift toward a more narrowly defined opinion section, the potential for alienating part of its readership looms large. Subscribers have already begun expressing their discontent, with some threatening to cancel their subscriptions in protest. The long-term impact of this decision remains to be seen. Will the Washington Post manage to maintain its reputation as a bastion of robust journalism in the face of these changes? Or will it become another voice in a growing chorus of media outlets that prioritize specific narratives over journalistic diversity? As the industry evolves, the repercussions of Bezos' directive will likely reverberate far beyond the confines of the newsroom, shaping how news is consumed and understood in the digital age. Looking ahead, the tension between corporate interests and journalistic integrity will continue to be a critical narrative in the ongoing discourse surrounding media ethics and independence. In a rapidly evolving technological landscape, the implications of government regulations and corporate strategies are becoming increasingly pronounced. Recently, Microsoft has taken a bold stance, urging the Trump administration to reconsider its restrictions on artificial intelligence AI chip exports. The company's call for a comprehensive overhaul of these curbs is reflective of a broader tension between national security concerns and the competitive dynamics of the global tech industry. According to a report by the Wall Street Journal, Microsoft contends that the existing export controls hinder innovation and the growth of AI technologies, which are critical to maintaining the United States' leadership in this pivotal sector. The constraints on AI chip exports are not only stifling our ability to compete but also limiting advancements that could benefit society as a whole, a Microsoft spokesperson stated, emphasizing the dual nature of the challenge: fostering innovation while addressing security concerns. As AI chips power an array of technologies from cloud computing to autonomous vehicles, the stakes have never been higher. The industry is at a crossroads where the benefits of collaboration and open trade must be weighed against potential risks. Microsoft's appeal is not just a call for policy change, it is a reflection of the urgency felt by many in the tech sector to navigate these complex waters. The company's proactive approach underscores a desire to align governmental policy with the realities of technological development and global competition. Meanwhile, in another corner of the tech world, Meta Platforms has recently faced backlash over a significant error that led to the inadvertent flooding of Instagram with violent content. The incident raises pressing questions about content moderation practices and the responsibilities of social media platforms. Meta's swift apology highlights the company's recognition of the need for more robust mechanisms to prevent such occurrences in the future. "We take full responsibility for this error and are committed to ensuring that our platform remains safe for all users," a Meta representative assured, signaling a renewed focus on user safety and ethical content management. While Meta grapples with its internal challenges, the AI sector is witnessing the rise of influential figures such as the so-called spy sheik, who is making waves with innovative applications of AI in various fields. This enigmatic entrepreneur has captured attention for leveraging AI to enhance data analysis and decision-making processes. As industries increasingly look to integrate AI solutions, individuals like the spy sheik exemplify the potential for transformative change within the tech landscape. The narratives unfolding around Microsoft, Meta, and emerging tech leaders illustrate a pivotal moment for the industry. The push for regulatory reform in AI, coupled with the pressing need for responsible content management and the emergence of innovative figures, signals a rapidly changing environment. As these developments continue to unfold, they will undoubtedly shape the future trajectory of technology, government policy, and societal implications. Looking ahead, it is clear that the tech industry must navigate a complex interplay of innovation, regulation, and ethical considerations. The coming months will likely reveal whether Microsoft's plea will influence policy changes and how companies like Meta will adapt to maintain user trust while fostering growth. The landscape is set for transformative developments that will redefine not only the tech industry but also the broader implications for society at large. In a significant development for the retail and pharmacy sectors, Walgreens Boots Alliance is poised for a transformative buyout that could set the stage for a strategic three-way split of the company. This move, driven by private equity firm Sycamore Partners, aims to revitalize the troubled U.S. pharmacy chain and its associated businesses, including the UK's Boots and the specialty pharmaceutical unit Shields Health Solutions. The discussions, which have been marked by volatility in Walgreens' share price, underscore the challenges the company faces as it navigates the complexities of the retail landscape. Sources familiar with the negotiations indicate that financing for the potential buyout is not expected to be a barrier, despite ongoing discussions that have fluctuated in intensity over recent weeks. If the deal proceeds, Walgreens would initially be taken private, with plans for Sycamore to carve out the three main operational units into distinct entities, each with its own capital structure. This restructuring is seen as a necessary step to enhance operational efficiencies and address the company's declining stock performance. The backdrop to this proposed buyout is Walgreens' significant loss of market value over the past several years. Once valued at over $100 billion in 2015, the company now sits at approximately $9.5 billion, following a reported net loss of nearly $9 billion in its 2024 fiscal year and the closure of 200 stores in response to competitive pressures. Executive Chair Stefano Pessina, who retains a 17% stake in Walgreens, has been pivotal in seeking solutions to the company's struggles, suggesting that his leadership will continue to be influential in the restructuring process. However, the talks are fraught with uncertainty. After initial reports about the buyout surfaced in December, Walgreens shares experienced a surge but have since declined again, reflecting investor skepticism about the company's future prospects. Observers warn that the negotiations could collapse if the share price instability continues. Both Sycamore Partners and Pessina have opted not to comment publicly on the ongoing discussions, leaving investors and market watchers in a state of anticipation. The implications of this potential buyout extend beyond Walgreens itself. A successful restructuring could reshape the competitive landscape in both the US and UK pharmacy sectors, offering a blueprint for other struggling retailers to follow. As the retail environment continues to evolve, marked by increasing online competition and changing consumer behaviors, the outcome of these negotiations will be closely watched, not just by stakeholders within Walgreens but also by investors and analysts across the retail industry. As Walgreens Boots Alliance stands on the brink of a critical juncture, the coming weeks will be pivotal in determining the fate of both the company and the broader retail landscape. If successful, the buyout could herald a new era for Walgreens, allowing it to emerge more focused and agile in a rapidly changing market. As the situation develops, all eyes will be on how this significant restructuring unfolds and what it means for the future of pharmacy retailing in both the US and UK. In a somber turn of events, The entertainment world mourns the loss of Oscar-winning actor Gene Hackman and his wife classical pianist Betsy Arakawa, who were found dead at their home in Santa Fe, New Mexico on February 26, 2025. Authorities, alerted by a neighbor's welfare check request, discovered the couple along with their dog, prompting an investigation into the circumstances surrounding their deaths. Santa Fe County Sheriff Adán Mendoza confirmed the news, stating there was no immediate evidence of foul play, although the exact cause of death remains unreported. Hackman, a revered figure in cinema, was 95 years old and had enjoyed a prolific career that spanned several decades with iconic performances in films such as The French Connection, Superman, and The Royal Tenenbaums. His contributions to film earned him 2 Academy Awards and a reputation as one of Hollywood's finest actors. Celebrated for his ability to portray complex characters. He married Arakawa in 1991 after meeting her at a gym, and while her musical career did not gain the same public attention, Hackman often praised her talents, recognizing her support during his literary pursuits. The couple had been living in Santa Fe since the 1980s, a city that became their sanctuary. It was a place where Hackman enjoyed a quieter lifestyle after retiring from acting in 2004, a decision influenced by health concerns, particularly after a stress test suggested he should avoid the pressures of film production. In recent years, the pair was seen together in public, appearing happy in content. Tributes have poured in from the film industry, with notable figures such as Francis Ford Coppola, who directed Hackman, in the conversation expressing their sorrow. Coppola described Hackman as a great artist, highlighting the profound impact he had on cinema. Fellow actor George Takei reflected on Hackman's versatility, remarking on his ability to embody a wide range of characters, making him a towering presence on screen. Hackman's career, which began in the 1960s, was marked by both critical acclaim and box office success. He gained fame for his role as Jimmy "Popeye" Doyle in The French Connection, earning his first Academy Award. Despite his success, Hackman often downplayed his achievements, recalling how he and his friend Dustin Hoffman were once dubbed the least likely to succeed. His humility extended beyond film, as he later ventured into writing, publishing several historical novels. The investigation into Hackman and Arakawa's deaths continues, with authorities awaiting results from a preliminary death inquiry. Sheriff Mendoza reassured the community that there was no immediate threat, allowing residents to feel secure in the aftermath of this tragic event. As the entertainment community reflects on Hackman's monumental legacy, it also grapples with the profound loss of a beloved actor and his partner. The impact of their passing resonates deeply, reminding fans of the brilliance that defined Hackman's illustrious career and the quiet life he shared with Arakawa. Future tributes and memorials are expected as the world continues to celebrate the extraordinary contributions of Gene Hackman to film and literature, ensuring that his legacy will endure. In a heartbreaking turn of events, Hollywood has lost one of its most celebrated figures. Gene Hackman, the Oscar-winning actor known for his remarkable versatility and iconic performances, was found dead at the age of 95 alongside his wife, classical pianist Betsy Arakawa, 63, and their dog at their home in Santa Fe, New Mexico. The news, confirmed by Santa Fe County Sheriff Adán Mendoza, has sent shockwaves through the entertainment community and beyond. Authorities responded to a call at the couple's gated community residence on Wednesday afternoon, where the bodies were discovered. While an autopsy will determine the cause of death, Sheriff Mendoza stated that there were no signs of foul play and an active investigation is ongoing. The couple had lived in Santa Fe since at least 2004, with Hackman being a prominent figure in the area since the 1980s. They were married for nearly 34 years. Tributes have begun to pour in for Hackman, whose career spanned over 5 decades and left an indelible mark on cinema. Legendary director Francis Ford Coppola, who worked with Hackman on the critically acclaimed film The Conversation, expressed his sorrow on Instagram, describing Hackman as a great artist, inspiring and magnificent in his work and complexity. He also emphasized the importance of celebrating Hackman's contributions to the film industry. Hackman's illustrious career includes 2 Academy Awards, Won for Best Actor for his role as Detective Jimmy Popeye Doyle in the 1971 classic The French Connection, and another for Best Supporting Actor in Clint Eastwood's Unforgiven. Fans will also remember his portrayal of Lex Luthor in the Superman films, where he played the iconic villain opposite Christopher Reeve. Despite his remarkable achievements, Hackman stepped away from acting in 2004, citing health concerns and the stress associated with the industry. In a candid interview from 2009, he remarked, "The business part of show business is kinda wicked," revealing the challenges he faced as he transitioned from the creative aspects of acting to the commercial side. Valerie Perrine, who starred alongside Hackman in Superman, referred to him as one of the greatest to grace the silver screen, while actor George Takei acknowledged Hackman's profound ability to embody various characters, stating, "He could play anyone and you could feel a whole life behind it." Hackman, who had 3 children from his first marriage to Faye Maltese, had largely led a private life in recent years, dedicating his time to family and his love for literature and painting. His legacy, however, will undoubtedly continue through his extensive body of work, which has inspired countless actors and filmmakers. As the news of Hackman's passing reverberates across the globe, it serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of art. The film community and fans alike are left to reflect on Hackman's monumental contributions. While discussions about the impact of his loss on future generations of filmmakers and actors are sure to unfold in the coming days. The world has lost a true titan of cinema, and as we mourn his passing, we also celebrate the legacy he leaves behind.